Hi, I'm Indiana Jones, and welcome to my channel, Crafting with Indiana Jones, of course. If you're new here, I can't thank you enough for stopping by and checking out what I have to offer you today. And for my returning friends, your kindness has been awesome. Thank you so much for spending time with me once again. Let's see what I have in store for us today as I celebrate my love of plaid and the family of plaid products. Let's check it out. So recently I visited the beautiful gardens of Vizcaya, and I took this photo of this gateway entrance, and I thought, what a beautiful painting this could be. And I thought, why not make it into a painting? So using a Dollar Tree canvas, I'm going to create a painting like, I don't know, a wall hanging, I guess you want to call it, because it's not just a direct painting. I'm going to be Mod Podging or decoupaging other items as well. So the medium here I'm using is Mod Podge, and I decided to use the gloss one simply because I wanted it to look like wet paint when I was done. I angled it because I thought it would be more interesting as a focal point and not just have it straight ahead, because I'm also going to add some Jim Holtz. I believe I got that right. Jim Holtz. You can't tell. Look, you can't tell. Jim Holtz collage paper, and I love this Jim Holtz birdie collage paper. It's wonderful. If you're looking for it, I do have it on my Amazon page, so check out the link below. I added the Mod Podge to the paper and now, or to the back of my printout, and Mod Podged it onto the canvas. And now what I'm doing is using Mod Podge apple barrel paints. That's right, apple barrel paints are part of plaid. I am going to be texturing this printout so it looks like a painting. So I'm literally painting the printout to look like a painting. Makes sense, right? Anyway, I'm using all the different colors, the greens, the yellows, and the yellows really pop out when you add them to this printout. And I'm trying to make sure to texturize it, so I'm dotting it so that it leaves the texture of the paint, and I'm not trying to smooth it out. Again, plaid has so many colors in apple barrel, folk art, and even cream coat. So if you can't find the color you need, you can mix them, of course. That's the best part. Now using Mod Podge, I'm literally creating brush strokes on the printout. So I'm using Mod Podge over the printout and just creating brush strokes as though I was painting with the Mod Podge itself. Now this is going to dry clear, but it is going to have a texture, and because it is gloss, you're going to see the brush strokes very, very clearly. Once that's dried, I decided to decoupage with the Jim Holtz decoupage collage paper. I love Jim Holtz collage papers and many other products from Jim Holtz as well. And again, I have it on my Amazon page. So adding little by little, I just thought this was such a perfect little, I don't know, spring collage, I guess you can call it. Yeah, it's a collage. And again, I'm decoupaging not just the bottom but the top so that everything has the same glossy sheen as my original printout. And there you have the finished piece. As you can see, so today is a very special collaboration because I got together with my other YouTuber crafty friends who are also Plaid Ambassadors to celebrate our love for spring and for plaid products. So this is part of a gift away, and you'll be receiving some wonderful plaid products. Here are the rules so that you're aware of it and all that stuff. But what's important is that we will all have a secret word that we will be mentioning and displaying on screen if we can. And please, we just ask you to mention that word to make sure that you watch this and understand that there is a contest so that you are entered to win. You need to watch all of the videos in this playlist and comment on each one to get entered to win. So let's continue. Now here's some fast and easy Easter decor that you can incorporate the beautiful plaid color paints, and I'm incorporating apple barrel paints and folk art paints. As you can see, I'd already started with that light aqua, and then I got this beautiful royal blue, and lastly I'm going to add this lovely purple color, and it's a metallic purple color which I really enjoy from folk art. The last one I'm painting, of course, is that purple metallic egg, and I just love, love, love the color of this. So here are my 3 little eggs, all dried. So I have the blue, the lovely purple, almost it looks pearlized, and there you can see all my paints right beside me, and this beautiful aqua. I just love the combination of these bright colors for spring. So here I found a color coordinating ribbon that goes perfect with this egg, and I'm just going to add it. And as trim, you can add anything you like. Lace, this would also have been beautiful covered in lace. I didn't even think of that at the time, but you know, when you look back at things, you're like, why didn't I do this way? And then you realize afterwards, and then you get more eggs to make more, but I can't get any more eggs, so I can't make any more. So I have to go with this little cute as a button, little bunny button. I love this button. It's so cute with a little bow on it. I just thought that was perfect. Of course, with a bunny on an egg. Next, I'm going to use this beautiful pearlized or pearl trim that I had gotten at Hobby Lobby when they have their trim and ribbons for 50% off. It's the best time to buy there. I bought this back at Christmas time, and look at how much I still have. I got to do some more of this pearl trim on my Shabby Chic projects in the months to come, because it is just lovely, and it's very inexpensive when you get it at 50% off. But there you have it, my beautiful royal purple egg and its beautiful pearl trim. Last but not least, I'm going to work with this beautiful royal blue egg and make it look even more royal with some metal trim that I received from N-Beads. There's a link down below so you can see all they have to offer. But I'm going to combine it together with my Totally Dazzled, because it's totally dazzling. And this is a new collection that they also have. And I also have a link for them down below. Isn't it gorgeous? I love it. Now remember, to enter to win, you have to remember my special Plaid product secret word. And the secret word for today is FolkArt. Yes, FolkArt Paint. I love all the colorful FolkArt paints that I use for all of my projects. So remember, keep it plaid and keep it folksy with FolkArt. So for my next project, I'm going to use some of the Plaid Family Products paints again. And this one is from Cracker Barrel? No. What is it called? Apple Barrel. I'm just going to go with the flow. And again, I'm using that ripping technique that I learned from Teresa of Our Green Acres, where you just wet the paper with a brush and just simply rip. And it just gives it such an organically shabby chic kind of look. I love it. So once again, I'm using Mod Podge. And why Mod Podge, people? You know, you can use white glue, but why? At the end, you're going to be able to like put, Mod Podge on top of this and make a sealant. So here I am trying to put the Mod Podge very delicately on top of the Mod Podge, the paper with the Mod Podge, delicately on top of my little Dollar Tree sign. And this was bunny, it was an Easter sign, and it was kind of gaudy and, had a lot of, glitter and stuff. So now I'm going to match the color that are on that drawing or that design, and I actually created the design. I'm going to try to make it available for you in the link below so you can use it as well. And I designed this through Canva. So what I use is like either plastic paper or wax paper, as you see, then put the paper right on top of what I'm trying to copy the color of. And as you can see, I did a pretty good copy. And again, this is with Plaid paints and products, and there all I'm doing now is I'm antiquing the edges. And yes, this picture-in-picture is going to be continuous, and yes, I have a different background because I am in a hotel in Fort Myers. I decided to do something wild and crazy, and Luke and I just took off to Fort Myers, and that's where we are tonight. And I'm so dedicated, I'm doing this right here in the middle of the lobby. So now I decided to find a bow that matched the painting or the colors that I have in that design that I created. And I'm just adding the bow. I just created like, I don't do the big bow, not a big bow kind of person. I like to add flowers and natural stuff in between. And that's what I'm doing right here. I'm just adding some flowers that I had in my stash. Again, trying to use my stash as much as possible this year without creating extra economic, expense, I suppose. And I did have everything that I needed right there in my own home, because goodness knows I have a warehouse of Oh, so many crafting products, but I have to tell you, I'm very lucky because number one, I receive all my plaid paints from Plaid, and many other items that I have, I receive as gifts from friends. So I have to thank all my friends out there who support this crafting craziness that I have and my hoarding through passing along whatever they don't want to me. And I'm gladly receiving it. So here I'm just putting the finishing touches to those flowers, and I fell in love with this wall decor. I hope you did too. There is the final product, and of course we'll have a beautiful final, reveal, but there's a peek. Hope you like it. So I know I said that I don't usually do a lot of wreaths, but I think I'm getting into wreaths now because I really enjoyed making this one. I took a Dollar Tree wire form, a wreath wire form, and I wrapped it with burlap ribbon that I had from burlapfabric.com for all your burlap needs. I'm serious. And what I created with the burlap as I wrapped it around were these pockets, which were perfect to insert these flowers and all these florals that I had purchased prior to Lent at the Dollar Tree. I love the colors, and I said, let me buy it the minute and also because, anything that's beautiful that comes to Dollar Tree seems to disappear very quickly. So here I am just inserting them into the pockets and coordinating them with the white and the rose, and just keeping the white in between. I just like this color combination. I was inspired by a wreath that looks very similar to this that I either saw at Hobby Lobby or the home store. I don't know, you guys tell me, where have you seen a wreath like this? Have you seen this wreath anywhere else? And if you have, where did you spy this one? That's where I got the inspiration. Next, I'm going to take, I would say paddle wire or whatever. Paddle wire? Wire paddle, well, this is a wire stick, I suppose. And I'm using it to wrap the flowers more tightly. By the way, a warning with regards to these beautiful flowers. I love these. However, they are made of styrofoam. Tiny, teeny little styrofoam balls that go everywhere. See my desk? It looks like there's dandruff all over my desk, but it's not. It's that floral stuff. Now to cover the wire, because it looked kind of I didn't like it. I took this natural, I don't know what you want to call it, like grapevine wreath. I don't know what you want to call this. It's not. It's just something that looks organic, and it looks like somebody would use to wrap flowers with. So I'm using that ribbon just to cover up that white wire so it doesn't look so mechanical. I don't know. I love covering up the mechanics. Oh my gosh. Here we go. To bow or not to bow, people? I decided to bow, but you tell me how you think this would look better. I am not very good with making bows. I'll be honest with you. I am bow challenged, and as I always say, it's better to be bow challenged than bow-legged. No offense to the bow-legged out there. I am so sorry if I've hurt your feelings. I did not mean that at all, but I'm just saying I really do struggle making bows. This one I didn't make like huge, ginormous bow because I didn't think the wreath needed it, and actually I still think the wreath would look just as nice without a bow. I'm not into bows, people. I don't know why. I don't feel like I do them right. I think sometimes they're not full enough. They're too full. I don't know. You tell me what you think. So next, here's where the Mod Podge or the Plaid product comes in. I have this oh gosh, how do you say this? Herbaceous garden, I suppose. Herbologist, herbs, whatever you want to call them. So it's an herb sign from France, because if it's French, or from France, it's fancier. So that's basically what I'm doing. Again, little water brush technique, and all I'm doing is ripping off the paper so that I can use it in that little metal sign. Now I got this from Canva, but I believe I've seen this writing also at the Graphics Fairy, graphicsfairy.com. And yes, I'm setting it on fire. Why not? I just thought it would look cool with the singed edge. It would look more, I don't know, vintage and worn out. I love that it's distressed. I distressed it. Of course it's distressed. I'm putting it on fire. Anything would be distressed if I put it on fire, of course. But anyway, remember, anytime you play with fire, people, make sure there's an adult present other than yourself. Don't do it around children. and just have a bottle of water handy just in case. So here I'm just smoothing it out using a paper towel. And then I'm putting some extra Mod Podge on the edges, and we're going to sprinkle some cinnamon. Why? Because number one, it smells good. Number two, I learned this technique from Teresa of Our Green Acres, and it's a great way to make faux rust. You heard me, faux rust. Faux rust. Sounds like a metal band. Get it? Oh geez, that was bad. Yeah, metal band. Anyway, so I'm just smushing the cinnamon into the Mod Podge so it doesn't fall out all over the place, and knocking off some of the loose cinnamon. Here I decided to add a little bit of paint to the actual design just to give it a little more life, and I think it turned out really lovely. Lastly, we're going to add a little bit of green patina to the sign, as you would, if it was made of copper, or the metal, especially in a garden, would get very green as well because of the water damage. I think that's what it does. It also could be moss that's coming onto the sign. So I'm mixing up the greens together with a little bit of brown as well. So it's not too bright. Not. Who's there? Oh gosh, I'm tired making bad jokes. But in the end, I think it all came together very nicely. And I especially think it looks very nice together with my lovely wreath that will be appearing on my front door for the Easter season. Now, let's take one final look at all of these projects. I hope you like them, and I hope you're inspired as well. So, what did you think? Which one was your favorite? And most importantly, what was the secret Plaid product word of the day to be entered for the Plaid product giveaway? I want to thank everyone who's watched me, who has supported me, and for all my new subscribers there. I can't thank you enough for spending time and coming back for more. And to my lovely Plaid Ambassador YouTube friends, thanks so much for being part of this collaboration once again to celebrate your love for plaid and spring and Easter craft ideas. As I always say, stay safe, be kind. God bless each and every one of you, and remember to live the adventure. And if this was of value to you, if you had fun, and if you learned something new, I hope you come back, and I hope you choose to subscribe and like or dislike or just comment, but I would love to see you come back again. And remember to ring the bell so that I can ring your bell when I have a new video coming up. Thanks again, and see you again soon. The glamorous life of a YouTuber, people. Yes, my car just died in the middle of traffic and had to wait 6 hours for a tow truck. I won't say which company left me high and dry until midnight, basically. But yeah, this is why I decided to take off to Fort Myers. Thanks for sharing my adventure with me, my friends. Take care.